In this video, I want to talk about how to review your numbers and make adjustments when you don't hit the goals or things change. Either they're better or worse. If obviously if you put a plan into place and you do better than you projected, you don't have to do as much activity as you thought you did to hit your goals. However, if you don't do as well as you projected, you have to do more or make up in other areas. So I want to kind of break down a scenario and show you that so you can kind of see an example of this live and in action. So let's just say that you set a goal and projections to go after FSBO leads. Let's just say for the sake of this example. And you're going to go after 100 per month. And your goal was to get 10% of them to respond after, like positively respond, and to hopefully meet with you and say, hey, I'm interested, I want to talk more, or hey, call me back in a week, and if I don't sell, maybe I'll list, whatever that is. So 10% respond favorably. 50% of the people who respond meet with you and on a listing appointment, and then of those 50% list. And so if that's your goal and you break that down and you run all the math, let's just say that was 2.5 listings, 2.5 listings per month from that source. So this is the projections, this is the math, and then month one you come back and you realize, hey, only 5% of the leads that I projected who were going to respond actually responded, because I either didn't make as many phone calls, I wasn't as good of a salesperson as I thought I was, or I just missed the mark and I had more competition than I realized. Whatever scenario may be true, that's not really the point. The point is, when you miss the goal, you have to make up somewhere else. So after 1 month, you come back and you're like, hey, I only got 1 listing. I thought I was going to 2.5. What happened? Okay, you go through your whole entire plan and you see what was not true. So I projected 10% over here and only 5% actually responded favorably. Maybe the marketing didn't work, or you didn't have time, or the competition was fierce and all these other agents are pursuing FSBOs as well, whatever that is. So what are you actually going to do to adjust it? If everything else was pretty accurate, or maybe you listed 40% so it was less than 50%, and that's how you ended up with 1 listing, you look at that and you say, okay, I need to make an adjustment there, and I need to get that to 50%. Or I'll just add leads because I don't think I'm going to get that better. Whatever it is. So after a week, a month, obviously a day's not realistic. This is why I say you have to review your goals daily. When you fall off track, you need to make up on other days, weekly and monthly. So at the end of every week, when you get to the end of the month, you only have to add up the weeks for that month to actually see what your goal, where you missed it. If you're doing that only daily, you're kind of zoomed in. You're not going to really see reality. That's why I like to do weekly and then monthly, quarterly, yearly. When you pull those goals out and you look at that, you can make course corrections. Just don't wait to do this once a year, because it's like I was saying in another video, it's like balancing your checkbook once a year. It's stupid. You need to be keeping track of this on a regular basis. So think of it that way. How often do you look at your finances? If you reconcile your bookkeeping with QuickBooks or something like that once a day, it's really easy because you only spend a few minutes a day. If you're doing it once a week, you have more work. But if you do it once a month, maybe that's too far out to kind of make course corrections. I don't know. But the goal is to find a plan that works for you and then to follow it. So let's talk more about this. So here, let's say you say, okay, I was low here, so I'm going to double the leads because I don't know if I can do better than that. Or hey, the competition was so severe, I worked my butt off and all I got was 5%, crap. Or maybe you decide to take up a new stream of income, whatever that is. So let's just say you're going on month 2. It's month 2 over here. You've analyzed where you failed in month 1 to hit your goal, and you said, you know what? I need 200 leads. Or hey, I'm going to do the 100 leads, but I only called them and contacted them. I mailed them 1 letter and I made 1 phone call, and that's why I didn't get the conversion. I'm going to try to triple that or double that or whatever that is. So after you've gone after month 2, what happened? Well, if I went after 200 leads and I still got the 5% conversion and all the other numbers were proved to be true, that would mean 2 listings. Or if you fix this number right here and you just double that, that's how you could get 2 listings with the same amount of leads. So that's the importance of looking at your goals and your projections and following them and keeping track of those weekly, monthly, at least once a month. Go back and analyze that and be really honest with yourself. Don't lie to yourself, because if you lie to yourself, it's absolutely disaster. I'm just saying don't fool yourself. I see a lot of people that exaggerate or lie to themselves first, and it's a huge mistake. Don't play games with yourself. Be really, really honest. It's going to pay off. So be honest with yourself, track your progress, and make adjustments. And that's how you're going to be successful. And if there's not enough leads to hit 200 FSBOs, maybe there's only 100, or maybe there only happened to be 50. I don't know. Whatever those numbers were, and wherever you missed it, make up in other areas, add new streams of income if that's what it takes, and make sure you're tracking your progress so you can make course corrections to ensure you're hitting your goals, whatever those may be.